So welcome back. This is Spoon TV, and we sorry for the previous bad quality of the audio. I think our technician has done well to restore quality audio. So this is the budget hearing from the side of the majority bloc. They are holding the expenditure component hearing of the 2025 draft national budget. And so copies of the budget distributed in the hall for lawmakers to view. If you're just joining us, this is Spoon TV. My name is Strogon Flammer. We are here in the joint chambers of the legislature where the expenditure component of the budget hearing is being done. We have here the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ministry of Mines and Energy. We also have LRA and a couple of other spending entities of the government of Liberia. And members of the Committee on Ways, Means and Finance of the House of Representatives, particularly from the side of the majority. They are holding this hearing on today. The chairman of the committee has said they're going to ensure for the passage of the budget from now to Friday.
2024 budget performance, and in there are going to provide information on the overall revenue and expenditure item for 2024. This presentation also is going to cover.
Please, let's just wait 1 minute. We just got this one. Okay, this shows us presentation. So let's distribute it.
So thank you for rejoining us. This is Spoon TV here. We are coming to you live from the joint chambers of the Capitol building where the expenditure component of the 2025 budget hearing is being held by the majority members committee on Ways, Means and Finance, led by Representative Mike Jury as chairman of this committee. And he has said that they're going to ensure that the budget is passed not later than Friday, before Friday, with the acquiescence of the Senate, Liberian Senate. They're going to ensure that the budget is passed before 2025. That's the prediction of the chairman, and so he seized the moment to urge all of the spending entities that have come here to prioritize spending in the areas of agriculture, infrastructure, education, health, particularly on road construction under this administration, that the budget will focus on infrastructure, particularly on the construction of roads in the country. So this is the expenditure component hearing of the draft national budget of 2025 for the Republic of Liberia. So statements have been made here. The chairman of this committee, Chairman Mark Dewey, he made a statement earlier on. So we'll go back to the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning.
On the performance of the 2024 budget, and we're going to start with the revenue, overview of the revenue and expenditure outturn, as well as key sectors output. And we're going to go down to the 2025 forecast, where we're going to discuss the revenue as well, the major expenditure category, which has to do with the recurrent and the PSRP, and recurrent summary by economic class, and the PSRP aggregates, and major cost drivers of the 2025 budget. So for 2024, the total revenue envelope is $738,860,000, and of that, $570,039,000. Non-tax revenue is $119,321,000, with a total domestic revenue of $689,360,000. We have our contingent revenue. We have contingent revenue where we did domestic financing of $9.5 million and external revenue of $40 million.
Can we get your copy?
FY 2024 revenue estimates.
That's not the same thing. Power presentation. Yeah, but we don't have it.
You have it.
We don't.
So they're trying to find the presentation from the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. So I'm trying to find it and to give it to the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. As you can see here, this is the copy of the budget book, especially the expenditure component being distributed to lawmakers fiscal year 2025 of the national budget of the Republic of Liberia.
Yes.
Expenditure performance by major classification. Recurrent for 2024 is $669,104,307. The estimated actual for this period is $652,253,667, with a 95% execution rate as of now. Public sector 97%. Public sector investment $69,755,527. Estimated outturn $48,161,320, with the percentage of 69% execution. Expenditure performance by economic class. Total compensation for 2024 is $299,360,895. Estimated actual is $295,978,059, which indicates 99% execution of compensation to date. Goods and services is $120,744,429. Estimated outturn is $124,420,460, with an outturn of 103, which indicates transfer to goods and services. Subsidies for the period is 3,749,207 with an actual of 3,621,711, which indicates 97% execution. Rents and subsidy 109,524,985. Estimated outturn is 108,017,568, indicating 99% execution. Social benefits 20,792,566. Estimated outturn 18,594,556, indicating 89% execution. And non-financial assets 90,960,080 with an execution of 50,233,829 with a percentage of 55% execution. Domestic liability 38,305,413 and with an estimated outturn of 46,435,074 with a percentage of 121 and foreign liabilities 55,722,29259 with an estimated outturn of 53,113,729, indicating 95% execution rate. Expenditure per sector, there are 11 budget sectors, and public administration being the largest sector with an overall budget of 266,643,145. Execution for public administration sector, Honorable House of Representatives, I'm pleased to say, is 100%. Municipal government. Municipal government is 35,413,674. Actual, estimated actual is 31,091,547, indicating 88%. Transparency and accountability 24,591,320. Estimated outturn is 24,193,578, indicating 98% execution. Security and rule of law 111,80,976 with an estimated of 108,19,115, 97% execution rate. Health sector 80,877,636 with an estimated outturn of 76,416,916 with an execution rate of 94%. Social development 21,564,432 with an estimated outturn of 17,352,510, indicating 80% execution. Education sector 111,808,733 with an estimated outturn of 107,796,076, indicating 96% of for education sector. Energy and environment 26,331,714 with an estimated outturn of 17,317,774 with a percentage of 64 million. Agriculture sector 6,780,922 with an actual of 6,352,635 with a percentage of 94% execution. Infrastructure and basic services 44,805,195 with an estimated outturn of 37,594,485 with execution 84%. Commerce and industry 8,000,000 958,087, actual 7,907,940 with a percentage of 88% execution.
Yes. Energy and environment. The percentage is 66, not 64. No. What happened on the road?
Let him do it. Yep.
Okay. Thank you. So, the next slide talks about some major highlights for sector performance, and just want to indicate that the achievements mentioned here, they are not the total achievement for the sector. They are summary. Because of time, we're not able to bring the full performance. So here, for public administration, there was developed M&E data collection and reporting system, decentralization and capacity building for PFM and PSIP, establishment of CSA online testing, municipal government, establishment of the National Council of Chief and Elder Secretariat under the Ministry of Internal Affairs consistent with the Local Government Act, built up capacity of the county councils and procured vehicles for the superintendents. Transparency and accountability, conducted and released 55 audit reports. Security and rule of law, developed additional 16 officials, deployed additional 16 officials to the United Nations missions in Sudan. LMP conducted in-service training for 2,000 officers on the use of force and firearms. Ratification, reconstructed the professional standard department's headquarters and set up a digital fingerprint machines and fully refurbished the LMP forensic lab. Partial renovation of the Liberia National Police Training Academy, recruited and trained 5,500 LIS officers. Partial renovation of 3 airfield barracks, the Coast Guard base, EBK barrack, and Banga. Health, practice and distributed drugs and of the CS Training Hospital operationalized Liberia's first national dialysis center, renovated, furnished, and equipped a 10-MA academic building. For social development, construction of the hospital complexes, social protection policies and strategy developed at the Ministry of Gender. The Street Child Project was also launched, developed the National Information System for HGBV, education, trained 10,000 youths in National Digital Transformation Project, scholarship arrears payment for both local and foreign, renovation and rehabilitation of PDI campus. For agriculture, rice, 14,000. Energy and environment, restoration of Central Monrovia water supply, improved water treatment efficiency, expansion of water systems, hot well booster rehabilitated, operationalization of the Rock Hill 1 million gallon reservoir, ongoing of Riwaji Hydro project, enhancing climate information system for resilience, increased in electricity power from 25 megawatts to from 5 to 25, transmission and distribution of electricity from the St. Paul Bridge to the Po River, also Kakata Road. Agricultural sector, 4,683 hectares under rice cultivation in Bong and Nima counties. For cassava, 320 hectares of land cleared and being used for mechanized cassava production. Bryan-Kipman County, Margibi Bong, and Monrovia. Maize, 68 hectares under maize cultivation, informal and yellow here. Cocoa, 10,209 hectares of land. Being cultivated for cocoa production in Nima and Lofa. 20 pieces of tricycles distributed to youth and women in selected agricultural communities in Bong to enhance market access. Feeder roads, 46 kilometers of farm to market roads rehabilitated in 3 counties, Lofa, Bong, and Nima counties. Additional 266.75 kilometers targeted for 2025. Infrastructure and basic services. The biodiversity study on the capital to Zweju Road corridor has been concluded. Total to Zweju corridor financing agreement concluded. Drafted detailed design of the road corridor from Zweju City to John Davis Town for the 8.5 kilometer after approval by the African Development Board as of January 2024. Commenced the opening of alleyways in Monrovia and its environs. Critical spots of primary roads were worked on during the rainy season. Pumps of East Corridor, Bushwa Island, pavements, etc. Commerce and industry. Better showroom for SMEs to showcase authentically made in Liberia products. Hosted its annual flagship program, the MSME conference in December. Launched 2 national food safety projects transformed in the Liberia food safety initiatives. Those were major highlights from the 2024 execution, and now going to 2025 draft budget.
So thank you for rejoining us. This is Spoon TV. We are coming to you live from the joint chambers of the legislature.
By the chair, the overall budget for 2025 is 851,762. Of that amount, domestic revenue accounts for 772,962. Under domestic revenue, we have 2 components: the tax revenue and non-tax revenue. So for tax revenue, it's 570. Okay. So here we intend to compare 2024 and 2025. So for time, is there something that we get? Just the 2025. So for 2025, the tax revenue is 633,451, and the non-tax revenue is 139,511. Contingent revenue. This budget, we have a contingent revenue of 18 million. 6 million is from tax revenue, and 12.8 million is from non-tax revenue. External financing for both European Union and the World Bank is 60 million, with EU accounting for 20 million and the World Bank accounting for 40 million. On page 17, budget classification. So I'll be reading the captions to follow through. Okay. So this line, it shows the variance between 2024 and 2025, and we see there's a 120,902 increment as compared to for the current budget for 2025 is $747,845 dollars, and PSIP is 105,754,028, with a total of 851, and an increase of 112 million as compared to 2024 budget. Economic classification. Yes, for the sake of, okay.
I have gone to I see bus drivers.
So we're still here at the budget hearing of the majority members in the House of Representatives. Government recognized block of the House of Representatives within the budget expenditure component hearing in the joint chambers of the legislature.
So, key cost drivers for the 2025 budget. We are all aware about the adjustments for compensation for the health sector, for agriculture sector, for education sector, and security and rule of law. We also have experienced increment in the debt numbers for 2025, talking about equal trade levy and social benefit. That's in the public administration sector. Those are key cost drivers. And for the municipal sector, we have the decentralization implementation of the county development agenda, which is linked to the plan as we have the Chisholm landfill and we have the Clean City project. Those are key cost drivers in the municipal sector. For transparency and accountability, we have NEC. They intend to implement a legal reform and boundary delimitations and other programs within the transparency sector. Security and rule of law, we have food, fuel, lubricants, we have drugs and medical consumables, we have renovations of various barracks, constructions of judicial and justice complexes. Health, we intend to absorb some of the volunteers, workers within the health sector, and we have drugs and medical consumables.